All right, family. Black power, black power. It's the truth hour with General Sara Seti kick back. Is your mind ready for some information that's guaranteed to be heavy? Hey, y'all know what time it is this Sunday. If you ain't in the house, you missing a powerful, powerful presentation. How dare you miss such a powerful presentation? How dare you? That's right. From Naga the nigga, this Sunday, February the 12th. That's right, February the 12th, 2023. Going down African origins of the Hindu Kush, starting at 2 p.m. Man, I'm just thinking about it's gonna be a ride of a lifetime, going in all these continents, dealing with language and etymology, dealing with spirituality, showing, pulling back the occult veil. You see, digging into this Naga information and showing you in etymology. You see how they speaking of your black divinity, and that and it's being spoken of all over the planet. You see, and we gonna put, we bringing all receipts. We bringing all receipts. And so if you're looking to be, educated in a way that the spiritual, mental, and the physical plane is developing at the same time, this is it. And so I ain't got no, I ain't gonna hype it up because I got too many years to be hyping some. I know when some shit fire. You see, and so the link is right there in the chat video description. Click that link, begin to think. That's right, Rini Alarm King, Seti.com, online marketplace, official General Sara Seti DVD lectures at this time. We got 25% off everything under the sales tab. You better get up under there, get you something nice. It's waiting on you. Get a big discount. Also, you see what I'm saying? We got the classic and Jurassic DVD lectures. You see, we got t-shirts and hoodies for the kings and the queens. We got African and Kemetic jewelry, fly, royal, and divine necklaces, bracelets, African cuffs for the king. We got all black divinity, cosmic talismans, and, to ward off all, evil spirits. We got you. You see, holistic herbal tonics and remedies get you together. Black seed, natural men tonic, immunity booster. We also got home decor for the African family that's trying to transform the African home into the African temple that they always wanted. Accessories for every room in the house, living room, dining room, kitchen, bathroom. We got you. KingSeti.com, 25% off at this time. Ring the alarm, General Seti. Pull the fire alarm. GeneralSeti.com, Seti University, over 900 videos on African heritage, history, spirituality, nation building, mental warfare, advanced African academics, developing the Black nation one lesson at a time, the complete General Sara Seti website, family. You get your ass in class immediately, highlighting one of the classic of classics now. Highlighting. So raw, it can only be shown on GeneralSeti.com. The making of the nigga, the classic of classics. The making of the nigga, we got, and we got the making of the white man, making of the nigga, and the making of the white man. And so these are two classes. You got to have both of them side by side, waking our family up. You see, General Seti popping on, and make sure you get on over there and get in class now. You understand? Over 900 videos, there's no way you could beat that and get the type of information on African history the way the general dropped it down. No way. It's impossible. You see General Seti popping on Patreon, BPC making noise. We never come. Exclusive live stream, too hot to handle on YouTube, highlighting today why ice people never worship sun gods. Woo! We talking that fire. You see, we talking that fire now. Where are the original books of the Bible? We want to know. We want to know, nigga, before you say one more thing about what God said. God said, nigga. God said, nigga, where the original books of the Bible? You understand what I'm saying? That's what God said. Where the original? So we can verify. As a matter of fact, I want y'all to get God on the phone right this minute. And if you ever talk to God, any nigga out there, you talk to God, you call me up on the three-way. You see what I'm saying? Immediately. Get me on the three-way. Don't you dare hesitate, because I got some things I want to ask God. You see, we also got the ancient Egyptian origins of the Jed Knight. You see, the Jedi Knight. You see, DGEDI. And I don't even know why they spell it like that, because it wasn't no goddamn Jed in no damn ancient Egypt. Shit. You see, they putting J's and shit, and the motherfucker invented it to the 16th century. But so you could understand what it is. The Jed pillar. You see, the original Jed Knight. You understand? Ptah. And so we dealing with truth and facts. You see, make sure you subscribe to all my YouTube channels, King Seti, General Seti, Sara Seti. Rock that notification bell. Get a video a thumbs up. Like it because you love it. Share it with your family and friends. And comment. Just don't say nothing stupid, because I will ban your ass. Okay? You'll be up out of here. And you will never return. You will never return. Poof. Okay? All right. We coming in. We got to come. I've been on my shorts today. And I've been cracking heads, and I'm going to continue to crack heads. I know my Muslim, they quiet out there. They don't want no smoke, because they know I know more about Islam than they do. They can put their head on the floor. They can slide across the floor on their forehead like they about to do, like one of them break dancers, like they about to spin on their head. But that's all you going to do. Because when you come up and it's time to drop intellect, that's when, the game is over. You see? And so today we want to drop nothing but the truth. Why did Pope John Paul II kiss the Quran? And that's very interesting. A lot of people want to know. The Muslim want to know. You're like, damn, is the Pope a Muslim? That's naive, Muslim. That's naive. You see, don't you know when you being played? You see, Islam ain't nothing but knockoff Christianity. That's all it is, knockoff Christianity. You see, they got, because they got a few elements that the Jew ain't gonna accept. When they come with their Jesus, when they come with the Jesus myth, it's over for the Jew. The Jew don't want to deal with you. See, the Jew, he don't even know. That's how you can tell, who in charge. See, the Jew don't respect Jesus. When you look at, when you look at the pecking order, and I'm gonna run the pecking order down for you. You see, we'll start from the latest. And I understand Walter Williams and his understanding, and I could deal with that understanding, but I'm gonna deal with this one. You see, since so many people is trapped into this paradigm, I'd rather go ahead and spin the wheel, and you understand, in this paradigm. We're dealing with Islam, Christianity, and Judaism. You see, now when you look at the Muslim, he venerate not only the Jewish prophets from Adam to Noah, to Abraham, Moses. Yes, he venerates the Jew prophet, yet he also venerates Jesus along with Muhammad. You see? So he venerates all the prophets. You see? He venerates Jesus. Now, when you look at the Christian, see, he don't venerate Allah. See? He don't venerate, nor do the Jew. So neither the Christian nor the Jew venerate Allah, but the Muslims venerate Jesus, Muhammad. And so you see right there, see, they got some hooks in his ass. See? And so they want to argue about the way that the story is told. But see, they got hooks in them. You see, they got hooks in the Muslim. And the Muslim, now I know they're gonna be mad at me. You see, they're gonna be mad at me, but I'm gonna tell the truth. You see, now when it comes to the Christian, he don't venerate Allah, but he do venerate the Jew prophet. Adam, yeah, uh, Joshua, you see, what's the other? Solomon, yeah, yeah. He. So the Christian venerate all of, but the Jew don't venerate Jesus, no Allah. He don't venerate. So that show you all the Christian and the Muslim venerate the Jew prophets. He don't venerate none of theirs. You see? He don't venerate none of theirs. So you can see there's a pecking order there. You see? And I can get on, the hooks that the Jew got in him, because I can, when I did the one, I said, how in the hell can the Muslim? And I don't want nobody to say because I'm jumping on a Muslim that I'm validating the Christian or the Jew. That ain't what I'm doing. You understand what I'm saying? In a minute, I'm just putting one against the other. That's all, because it's all bullshit. You know what I'm saying? So don't get it twisted. You see? Don't get it twisted. But I'm gonna show you, the hooks that they got in them. You know what I'm saying? And I'll wait on the Jew and show you the hook, because that is they dad. You see, that is they dad. That's their daddy, the Jew. They can talk all that they want. You understand what I'm saying? And Abraham, and Abraham, and they can make it to where they, he was a Muslim, but that's after the fact. Y'all changing up the story. You understand? Ain't nowhere in the Torah it says that he was a Jew. He was a Hebrew. Okay, he was an Israelite. You understand what I'm saying? And so at that note, you see, that's your daddy, because you say Abraham gave father Ishmael, which is supposedly the father of the Arab, the Muslim, which is not true. Okay, and so we just continue to show you the hypocrisy of all this shit that's going on. But let's deal with today. Why did Pope John Paul II kiss the Quran? You see, because the reality is he has hidden inside of Islam his religion. You see, he used the basis of his own worship is inside it. You see, and so he put a costume over Roman Catholicism in many respects. He put an Arab costume over Roman Catholicism. You see? And so when you get into the occult understanding, because when you start dealing with them Catholics, you got to be on your occult knowledge, or you gonna get lost. You understand what I'm saying? Because they didn't borrow. They were, and people be into theosophy, and they into all type of occult. It's hard to beat the Catholics in occultism. You see, it's hard to beat them because they didn't, down through thousands of years, they have borrowed. That's what they do. They don't have no problem in engaging you with that. You see, that's all they do is steal from all the various nations that the Romans have conquered. So they got some of everything in there, and they ain't got no problem with that. You see, so when you want to deal with occultism, you dealing with Catholicism, you got to be on your occult game, or you ain't going to understand nothing. You see, and they're very slick at what they do. You see, and you got to almost be, you got to dissect everything. You can't take nothing for face value. Okay, let's get into this. Now, Here we go. Here we go. We're going to work out. We're going to work out. Now, a lot of people in their arrogance, you see, you got to understand that the Muslim, they say, oh, he's in agreement with Islam. You see, the thing is, they know the game that they played on the Muslim. You see? And I watch these videos and they say that, that the story that Islam or the Catholic, wrote the Quran was, I seen videos where they said it was a lie. I dare their ass to come and sit down with me and let's open up these books and let's see you dealing in occultism. Now, when you go to St. Peter's Basilica, as you can see in the back, in the Holy of Holies, in the sanctum of St. Peter's, you see that the occult symbol for Jesus in Roman Catholicism is the S-U-N, period. You see? And so, that's the occult symbol for Jesus, the S-U-N. You see? And so when you look at IHS, it's a monogram. IHS is a monogram for Jesus Christ. Okay? So when you see that sun disk, you see Jesus. Now, you see, so when you go to that Quran, see, this is something, because these is some double talking niggas. They will tell those that are African, I listen to them. You see, when they talk about the Africans and the African centered community that venerate ancient Egypt, ancient Nubia, Kush, they say you niggas are worshiping the sun, the moon, the stars. They say Allah say don't venerate or don't prostrate to the sun, the moon, and the stars. And that's exactly what them niggas do, because when they take salat, salat is based on the sun, period. Matter of fact, let me show you. See, I'm tired of you can't double talk me now. You can't double talk me, especially when I know the truth. Wait a minute, right here. Here we go. See? And so when you watch it, they got their morning prayer, right? You see? They got their midday, Zuhr. Now the afternoon is very interesting. It's a Saw. That's very interesting. A Saw. You see? That's the afternoon. And then they have, after sunset, Maghrib, and bedtime. You see, so the 5 prayers, morning, midday, afternoon, after sunset, and bedtime. So you see that their salat is based on the revolution of the sun. Okay? Let's be clear about it. You see? And so let me go back down here. And so it's very interesting, because when you look at the minarets, or you look at the mosques, you see they got the crescent up there. Let me see which one. Where is that one at? They got the crescent up there. You see, so they fool you. They fool you, and the reality is they are a people that move at night. You see, because their sun will set their ass on fire. And so a lot of, but when you see what happened is, you see the Roman Catholics, they added their solar religion in there. You see what I'm saying? They added their solar religion in there. So when you look at the Quran, you see the Quran, even though they tell you should not venerate the sun, the sun is sitting right there on the Quran, you see, and many times Allah's name is in the sun. You see? Allah's name is in the sun. Matter of fact, let me come down here. I know I got more down here. You see? And so even when you go to them, wait a minute. Is it in? Wait a minute. I ain't even got it up there. Let me go up there. Now, Wait a minute, let me get back up. Let me keep my eyes on the prize. Because I would. You see, now let me go back here. You see, and so you see right there, you see that the sun disk is on the Quran. And matter of fact, it's on a majority of the Quran. So this ain't just no one, Quran, oh, that's no, nigga, it's on a majority of the Quran. But they say don't prostrate to the sun, the moon, and the stars. That's what it says. And that's all they do. That's all that they do is prostrate to the sun, the moon, and the stars. That's all that they do. And so again, so when you see in Catholicism, I'm gonna show you again so that you understand, even when they do the communion, okay, I'm gonna come out. Even when they do the communion, you will see the little circle of bread, and you will see the cross in there, and he say, "This is my body." So the body of Christ is the Son, and I want you to be clear. Even when you look at the Eucharist, if you see, matter of fact, I work in real time. Shit, I work in real time. I know what the fuck I know. You see, I can bring it up on the spot. Not a problem. Okay. I want the ones that I need. I can show you that one, bro. Okay. Let me see. Let me see this. What is this? Man, it's like they trying to. Okay, here go one. No, I want to see. But there you go, right there. That's a good one, right there. That's a good one, right there. That's a good one, right there. Bingo. You see? Bingo. Let me get this in here. Now, see, now this is the Eucharist. You see, this is where they give communion. And you see coming up out the cup is the Son. You see? Matter of fact, let me get another one so we can work out. I want you to see it, in real time. I don't want you to, I don't want you to hesitate. You see, when we drop this down. It's another one. It's another one. Man, they ain't doing nothing but soul worship. That's all they do. You see? That's all they do. Matter of fact, let me get the correct. I don't know why they trying to block me. Because I need the one. Okay, they call it the Holy Grail, but that ain't what I want. That's all right, family. Sometimes I be wanting the exact one that I need. You see, and they be trying to block me. Sometimes I just ain't gonna give up. I ain't gonna goddamn give up. I'm chasing. Okay, come here. Let me see if they'll give it to me here. Hold on. Y'all sit still. That's all right. That's enough. I ain't gonna waste all my time looking for that. And so you see, let me get it in here. I ain't even got it up. So you see right there, you see it's the Son. You see? And so you got to understand in the Catholicism, you see, the veneration of Jesus is the veneration of the Son. You see? And so, one of the main things that these Muslims is telling y'all that they don't venerate, they do venerate. You see, now I want y'all to look at Muhammad. You understand what I'm saying? And what they did to Muhammad. Because they really trying to make Muhammad the new sun deity. You see, you know, and see, I go deeper than a lot of people because the reason why he ain't got no face because he's the sun. You see, he's not, and they showing you now. You see, he's not a real individual. No, no, it's Jesus. These is only manifestations of the sun. It was hard for them to accept because they, they are lunar people. You see, they from out that desert and shit, and you understand they're of northern origins, and so they're not gonna venerate the sun like this. This is all pretend to them. You see, they can't really, they can't get with it for real. You see, they can't get with it for real. So, it's only to adopt the chosen, which is us, to adopt the primal belief system, the first belief and the rightful belief system, but they can't engage in it for real. You see, because they don't possess the black divinity that we possess. You see what I'm saying? So many times in practicing it, the cosmos, send them punishments down on them. You see, and so you see here again, you see, how they got him, his face. He's a solar deity. You see, he's a solar deity now. And so you got to understand. So they really trying to do with him as they did, as they do with Jesus. You see, and so I even got the ones where as a baby, they trying to make him look just like, Jesus. You see, he's in the swaddling and he's glowing and shit and this, that, and the third. So he's the new Christ child. You see, and but see, they trying to break away from the kata, but they can't because they didn't wrote in there, into the book so devastatingly that they cannot break away from it, you see? And so when you talk about it's the Eucharist, I was wondering, I was like, damn, I was trying to, because I was trying to spell it out and I was like, damn, I'm not getting it right. You know what I'm saying? I'm not getting it right. Let me see if I can get it in there. Because I just want y'all, okay, there it is. There it is. There it is. There it is. But it's it boils down, which I showed you on the other one. It boils down that the symbol of Jesus is the sun. Period. And what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna just put the sun. But they got some beautiful ones. See, here you go. I like this. See, this give it up. This give it up right here. You see, this give it. Let me go and drop it in there. See, that give it up. See, so I want you to be clear that to the Catholic, Jesus is the Son. Okay, let's be clear. When you get communion, you see there the Son. You see, let me drop another one in there. So even when they come out, man, they come down. I just showed you the Pope. You can see him right there. You see, he come down there with his sepulcher. You see, them few little strands on the hair on his head look like. You see, ain't gonna be long. That shit gonna be on the floor. You see, you see him right there with the sun. So it wasn't hard for him. You see, it wasn't hard for him when it came to kissing because he knew what he was. The world didn't know, but he knew. You see, he knew. Let me get it up here. So much stuff over here. There you go. There you go. There you go. There you go. Okay. There you go. I gotta get back to that Quran. Let's get back to that Quran. It's up in there. Where you at? Don't run from me. Don't run from me. Don't run from me. Come on back here, Francis. No, that was John Paul. Come on back here, John Paul. Where you go? Man, how you get away from me like that? I got to count it now. I got to put my eyes on. I got to put my eyes on. I got to put my eyes on the number. There you go. 1-4. Okay. And so we black. You see here. And this is, because that one looked just like, you see, that look just like the one on the Quran. So when you see him kiss it, see, we're getting down to the nitty gritty. He know that is Jesus. And I'm going to tell you why, and I'm going to go over this again. You see, which is astonishing. Y'all can't see. Y'all can see now, can't you? Oh, I mean, y'all can, wait a minute. Let me move that out. Okay. I'm going to make sure I keep it up there for y'all family. You see, that's 1-4. Now, let me come on down. Let me show you now. Let me show you so you understand this. And see, and like I say, right there, they pray to the cycle of the sun. They don't pray to the cycle of the moon, even though they got that damn, they got the crescent up there on top of the mosque. That don't mean nothing. You see, that don't mean nothing. Even the minaret, which is an obelisk, is solar worship. And even when you go to Mecca and you see right there, they got sun discs all over the Kaaba. You see, they got sun discs all over the Kaaba, and they say don't prostrate, but that's exactly what they're doing. They're prostrating to the sun. Let me tell y'all something that's very astounding about Jesus as I get out of here that y'all did not know. Now, number one, it shocked me, but I've known this many years ago. I say, well, shit, even in Islam, Jesus is still the Messiah. See, they didn't change nothing. You see? And they say that Jesus isn't God or he's not the Son of God, but see, that's wordplay. The Roman Catholic was all right with that because when you look at the status of Jesus, Jesus was the only prophet, the only man or prophet to be born pure. Okay, I want y'all to understand that. He's still the premier prophet in Islam, even over Muhammad. When you lay out their resume, Muhammad is not on the level of Jesus, even in the Quran. I want y'all to know that Jesus was born pure. That means he was not touched by Satan. He never sinned. He's pure and holy, 100% holy. Do you understand that? 100% holy. Never sinned, never had a blemish. And now the only thing that I know of that is 100% holy is God. Okay, you can change that shit however you want to change it. Oh, he's not the son of y'all, nigga. That's wordplay. This man is 100% holy. You see, that's God. So that's wordplay. So when you look at what the Catholic did, they left everything intact. He's one, and Mary is holy. She was made pure. Okay, she's holy. Even in the Quran, which I'm going to deal with in the upcoming video, she is the greatest woman that ever walked the earth. Not Muhammad, mama. Not Muhammad's mama. Not his daughter, not his wife. You see, in the Quran, it says that Mary is the greatest woman that ever lived. You see, and her name is spoken 70 times in the Quran. See, so when you look at, as a matter of fact, she's mentioned more times in the Quran than she's mentioned in the Bible. You see, it's because that's that Catholic Mary. Okay? That's that Catholic Mary. That's it. That's that excessive veneration of Mary. You see? Now I ain't saying no, we talking about the Catholics. We talking about Mary. You see? And so they wrote into Islam that same excessive veneration. You see? And I'm gonna get in and show you how they did that. And another thing about Jesus, you see, that is he's still born of a virgin birth. You see? Now they say that he's not, and I'm gonna add this very quickly. You understand what I'm saying? To shoot down any of that bullshit they talking about. You know, saying that he's not the son of Allah. Allah don't have no children. Okay, let me explain something to you. For me, you can talk all that shit you want. It says that Allah breathed into Mary. Okay, he breathed into Mary. Okay, the breath of Allah went into Mary. Okay, and so what you got to understand now, it take a man and a woman to create a baby. So I don't give a goddamn if whatever it was that substituted that man, whatever it was what fertilized the egg, whether it was the breath of Allah, whether it's a man, whether it's the breath of Allah, and if Allah substituted that man, you understand what I'm saying, fertilizing that egg, then that's his child. I don't give a fuck how you explain it. His breath, if his breath, you fertilize that egg, nigga, that's his child. And they say in the Quran that Jesus is the spirit of Allah. You see? The only prophet. So, you know, even and to end on this, and I'm going to deal with it even deeper when I deal specifically with that, is that Jesus is still the Messiah in Islam. I say, well, hot damn, you know, he didn't lose no ranking, man. He didn't lose no, the only thing is, you say he not God, but goddamn, he's 100% holy. Damn, I mean, well, you know, you're 100% holy, you see? You know, I don't see where he's, you know, he lost any of his ranking. You see, I don't see where he lost any of his ranking. He's the spirit, the breath of Allah is the, you understand, the fertilizer of his being. So no other prophet had that. And his mother on top of it is pure, and she's the greatest woman that ever lived. Not Muhammad, mama. I mean, what are we talking about? So when you really dig into it and look and see that Jesus is still premier, you know, I say, look at it smirk. Yeah, when you know you got a motherfucker, that's that smirk. Like, I dare you to say something, nigga. You know, it's already like you got that thing on his temple with it cocked, and like, motherfuckers, please say something. Please, would you please? You know, but it's real, and I want y'all to study that. Get black with me. You see, even in Islam, Jesus is the Messiah. He's the one that's coming back, and in the end day. You see what I'm saying? And at the end of days, you see what I'm saying? So y'all look that up, and you'll see that is the fingerprints of the Roman Catholics that influenced heavily in writing that Quran, okay? Heavily in writing that Quran. So the answer at the end of this video is, why did John Paul II kiss the Quran? Because in his mind, when he kissed it, he was kissing Jesus Christ. Okay? That son, he was kissing Jesus Christ. Y'all better wake up, family. This Sunday, February the 12th, from Naga to Nigga, Seti.com, 25% off at this time. A Seti University, over 900 fire videos you cannot miss. You see, have y'all Patreon, family. Y'all already know. You see, we going live tomorrow. Have your ass in the place. Ain't nothing but fire. We got the God Best and Patah breaking it down, the founders of civilization across Africa and Asia, going deep, deep, deep into African history. This is the general saying, hey, arm yourself with knowledge, bang on that wicked ass beast daily. Liberation through African education and confrontation. Black Pop.